Good morning, Toxic Chatterers. This is Naran.
And this is Adam.
And once again, we are here with one of our favorite Real Housewives of all times, Mary Amons. Welcome.
Oh, Naran and Adam, thank you so much for having me, and I'm so happy to hear that I'm your favorite.
Oh, you have no idea. It's been so much fun watching the DC Housewives. Now, did you see any of the seasons before you signed up to do the Housewives?
I have seen some random episodes of some other shows in the franchise. We only have one TV in our household, as I'm sure that's surprising for you to hear. So there's always a big fight over what's going to be playing on TV.
I see.
So I really haven't had much time to become a complete housewife addict, but I had some idea what I was signing up for.
I gotcha. Well, what about now? Have you become an addict?
Have I become an addict? Well, I have been catching up. I actually just saw the premiere of the Atlanta show, which I found completely entertaining.
Yes, most definitely.
But yes, it's kind of my job now to follow the franchise and figure out who's who, and I have met a couple of the other women from the other shows as well.
Who have you met?
I met Caroline Manzo, who was perfectly lovely, sweet, and very, very helpful. In fact, her first question to me was, "Are you ready? Are you ready for this?" I said, "You're scaring me, Caroline. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, I have dipped my toe in the water and I'm jumping in." So,
oh, good.
Just get ready. And then I had the pleasure of having lunch. My husband and I had lunch with Simon.
Oh, you're kidding.
Alex's husband from New York?
And he is exactly as he appears on television. He's very entertaining.
Oh, that's great. Well, we had a chance to talk to Kat a couple of weeks ago, and she's great, and she had, wonderful things to say about most folks from the show. But she said she was surprised that she had been portrayed kind of as the villain there for a few episodes on the show. Were you surprised to see that too when you watched the DC episodes?
I was disappointed to see how they sort of portrayed her at first. I think that a lot of that was just her sort of navigating around how to do this, and she truly is herself, and she's very outspoken and can be, I think, very misunderstood. But I think the more we saw of her, the more we learned to love her. Because I know I have. She's become one of my dearest friends, which is one of the biggest blessings from this whole entire show, is to make a dear lifelong friend like Kat. She's truly an exceptional woman. No,
you gave a really great sort of defense of Kat on Watch What Happens. I guess it was this week, right, or last week.
I know, I did, and my dear friend Erica sent me a text message, and she's like, and Mary Amons cheers when Kat wins that contest. And I didn't want to. I didn't mean to diss my friend Erica, but her behavior on that episode was really upsetting, and she's a dear friend, and she really is not that much of a hothead. I don't know what got into her, but. It was funny. That contest was funny to me versus Erica. I like the guilty or guilt-free contest better.
Going back to how this all started, how did you become a Real Housewife?
Well, I do charity work here. I started a charity in 2006 here in Washington called Labels for Love, and I do kind of alternative events that raise money for women's and children's organizations that are fashion and art focused. And I think just given that I'm a second-generation Washingtonian, my grandfather was a notable person in the entertainment business. Mm-hmm. Arthur Godfrey was his name. Mm-hmm. My dad is a lobbyist. So I think that there was, I kind of understood who they were casting, sort of as like the native Washingtonian who had connections to politics and the entertainment business. And I don't know. I thought if they want me and I have all this sort of, controlled chaos and fun and love going on in my family life, I'm in.
Right.
I couldn't imagine how they could really make me look all that bad.
Right, and I don't think they did. I mean, have you been pleased with how things have come out generally?
I think overall, yes. Unfortunately, my charity work was not part of the focus of the program, which which is really the reason I did it. But I think if and this is an if we do get picked up for a second season, that's going to be a major focus of my storyline, is to get my charity work out there, and that's really my heart in doing this, is to grow my charity and have the ability to really raise more money for women's and children's causes.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, looking forward just a little bit. I guess the reunion show has not been taped, I don't think. So what are you doing to prepare for the DC Housewives reunion?
Oh, well, I am trying to get in shape because I don't know if there's going to be any kind of, like, physical altercation.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's not like New Jersey.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. We do not behave that way in DC. We can scream our heads off, but it's rare that we would ever get physical. I'm just going to be myself, and I'm going to speak my mind. I'm very upset about what transpired with the Salahis, and they're falsely accusing my daughter of something she had nothing to do with.
Yeah, that was one of the crazier moments of this season.
I think you're going to hear from Mary on that sofa.
Well, that is something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Have you?
I'm ready.
Have you seen the Salahis since taping Wrapped for the first season?
We had to do some press. Yeah, we have had to be on the road with them a little bit. But given what transpired the morning of The View and when we were out in Los Angeles with Mr. Salahi tossing wine on my castmate Linda, we've had some security between us.
Right.
Wow. I wanted to ask, a lot of housewives from other franchises have used the show as a platform to launch into things probably that have always been passions of theirs, or kind of newfound passions, whether it be singing or writing books or kind of pursuing other endeavors. Do you feel like you're going to pursue other opportunities based on this platform, or kind of what do you see yourself doing in the next couple of years?
What a great, intelligent question. Thanks from you, Naren. Yes, of course, I'm going to do this. When I was contemplating whether this was a good idea for me or not, I thought to myself, who on television today that is not in reality any longer started out in reality television? And can you think of any one person who's done a good job of using it as a launching pad and then shedding it, and people not really associate her with reality television anymore?
I think Elizabeth Hasselback is a really good example. I don't think people remember Survivor too much anymore.
Bingo. That's really who inspired me to take the risk and jump into this. And I had the opportunity to talk with her when I was on The View and share with her, the fact that she was an inspiration to me. And then she was so cute. She said, "Well, you have 5 kids. You're an inspiration to me." So I do have aspirations to possibly write a book. I think more than that, I'd love to be on television and possibly have my own talk show, create a brand that's going to sort of integrate my charity work along with my love for communicating and sharing with people and hearing from people. So I have some plans, and I do. What's really interesting is this necklace that I wear every day. This cross necklace has inspired me to possibly to start a jewelry line, which I know is kind of typical of the housewives. But I've had so many inquiries about this cross that I'm gonna recreate it and see where that goes. I have a lot of projects on my plate.
That's great. Well, we wish you all the best with it. It's been a lot of fun watching you this season, so hopefully you'll stay in the public eye because we want to see what happens with Mary Amons.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Take care.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.